YouTube. I'm literally playing with a selfie stick. I am not even. I don't know if you. Yeah, you can't see that. But I'm holding a selfie stick. And, I've pretty much done all my reaction rant videos to all the shows that I've been ranting to. The Walking Dead Season 6. I finished already, obviously. Supergirl Season 1. The Flash Season 2, which I just recently finished that one. The Flash Season 4, also recently done. I already did Legends of Tomorrow Season 1. And I did up to the mid-season finale of Season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. So, right now, look at all paper, writing all over these little papers. It's all about stuff that was on my mind when it came to certain episodes or stuff from the entire season of certain shows. And I'll start off with Supergirl, because I had a lot to say about that shit. Supergirl. I'm sorry. I'm holding a selfie stick, and this is so painful. Project Cadmus. This video is about Project Cadmus right now, because we got a huge ball toward the end of the fact that Project Cadmus was not only mentioned, it's apparently where a very alive Jeremiah Danvers is located. We all believed throughout majority of Season 1 of Supergirl that Jeremiah Danvers was killed, right? We remember that I forgot his name already, but, the guy that the Martian Manhunter, pretended to be, I forgot his name already, this is so bad, but the real one, yeah, he pretty much threatened the life of, Jeremiah's daughters, Kara and, of course, his sister, if he didn't, go with him, so he went with him, and apparently, fastest way to tell you, apparently everyone thought he died during his little thing with the DEO, right? Turns out he's alive, and not only is he alive, he's being held by Project Cadmus. Now, Project Cadmus, from what I remember, is a pretty damn big deal when it comes to the DC Universe, because, it's such a iconic thing. It's almost like Amanda Waller. You know, you've seen Amanda Waller on The Flash, right? She's a pretty big damn deal. I mean, she's involved with Suicide Squad. I believe she, at one point in the comics, was involved with Project Cadmus as well. I mean, she was involved in the Justice League animated series. So, the fact that Project Cadmus is making an appearance here is also cool, mainly because, I don't know if you guys know this, in the comics, hang on, I wrote it down here somewhere. In the comics, Project Cadmus is responsible for Superboy. If you guys don't know Superboy, he goes by other names. He goes by Connor Kent, and I believe he went by the name of Con-El, or something like that. But a lot of people know him as Connor Kent. Connor Kent, aka Superboy, is a clone of Superman. And this clone was created in Project Cadmus. So the fact that we're getting Project Cadmus in Supergirl, kind of hinting at a Superboy. Could it be possible? Considering, we've seen Superman technically on Season 1, at least maybe twice, if not 3 times. We obviously seen, several times where Kara is typing to Clark, aka Superman. And there was a time when, I forgot what enemy, but Kara was, in danger, and Superman did show up and, protect her and shit like that. But we didn't really see him, because it's from Kara's point of view, and she was going, in and out of consciousness, right? I can't even talk. And we saw his silhouette, obviously. And then we also saw another one where, Myriad pretty much took over the world. Well, took over National City, with the exception of course, Kara, that one douchebag, I forgot his name already, and of course, Cat Grant. But there was a point where, remember, Kara and Cat were like, "Hey, Superman," you see him flying towards you, a little bit, and then he drops down the floor and joins everybody else, because he got brainwashed by Myriad. So, we never got to really see fully a proper Superman, at least his face, anyway, right? We don't even hear a voice. That's just how sad it is, but could this be a compromise. We don't get Superman in the flesh, seeing his face or hearing his voice. Could we be getting a Superboy to, kind of take his place a little bit? I don't know. But there's a huge possibility considering Project Cadmus has been mentioned, and it is where Jeremiah is currently being held. So, I'm really hoping for a Superboy. Like I said, in the comics, and not just in the comics, even in animation and, I believe live action. Because I know for a fact in the animated series, The Young Justice, Robin, Dick Grayson, Kid Flash, Wally West, and, what's his face? Aqualad, Calderon in the Young Justice, animated cartoon. All three of those heroes end up going off on their own, saving people, and they happen to stumble upon Project Cadmus, where they actually do see Superboy. It's the first time they actually meet Superboy. And, so that was I'm not sure if that was the first time I actually saw Superboy in animated series, because I don't remember seeing him in Justice League cartoon. Then again, with Justice League and its sequel, Justice League Unlimited, that's a lot of episodes, and not to mention Superman animated is a lot of episodes too. So I don't know if Superboy has ever made an animated appearance. I don't remember if he has in the Superman animated, the Justice League animated, and its sequel, Justice League Unlimited. If he has, please, by all means, comment and tell me what episodes, because I don't remember. But it was the first time I ever saw Superboy in animation, from what I remember. And I think it was the first time I actually encountered Project Cadmus in animation. If I'm wrong and it has appeared in a previous animated cartoon, by all means tell me which animated cartoon and what episode, because I wanna remember. But anyway, with Project Cadmus, there is a chance, possibly Superboy. And I'm really hoping that is actually legit. So, CW, now that you have the right, well, not really the rights, but now that Supergirl has been moved from CBS to you guys, CW, please, by all means, we all know Project Cadmus has been mentioned in Season 1 of Supergirl. And CW, please continue that and do something about it. Because, obviously, Jeremiah Danvers is there, so we're going to see Project Cadmus at one point. So this is my request to you guys, CW, since you have now Supergirl, and we're dealing with Project Cadmus, since Jeremiah Danvers is there, please give the possibility of Superboy. I really want to see Superboy as a possibility, you know what I mean? But anyway, speaking of Jeremiah Danvers, the fact that he is not only alive, he is alive and being held in Project Cadmus, and that actually worries me, because if I remember, do you guys know, for all you guys who read comics, you guys know who Roy Harper is. Roy Harper, of course you guys know him, especially if you watched Arrow. Remember CW Arrow? Roy Harper, in the comics, it was the first person to hold the name Speedy. He was the protege of course, Green Arrow. He held the name Speedy, and at one point he also held the names of Red Arrow and Arsenal. He has a relative by the name of Jim Harper. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jim Harper at one point went by the name of Guardian. And why I'm mentioning Jim Harper, aka Guardian, is because Jim Harper actually had a clone created by Cadmus, and that's why I'm thinking maybe they might do the Jim Harper cloning thing in Cadmus to Jeremiah. Maybe, because maybe the real, in my opinion, maybe there's a 50-50 chance that the real Jeremiah Danvers is alive and just being held by Project Cadmus. But a part of me thinks that maybe the real Jeremiah Danvers died, and maybe Project Cadmus found his body, and maybe, I don't know, took his body and made a clone of him, just like in the comics Jim Harper had a clone of himself. I don't know. But those are my thoughts. Jim Harper is either being held at Cadmus, doing some sort of scientist work, possibly someone made a clone of him and even he's still alive. Maybe. Project Cadmus, you know. Or maybe the real one's dead and they took his body and created a clone of him. And that's maybe what Martian Manhunter saw. The clone, not the real. I don't know. So, that's my thoughts on Jeremiah Danvers, and this is what I really want happen with Project Cadmus. I want Superboy. I want Superboy, aka Connor Kent, aka Con-El. And if they're not doing the whole Jim Harper story with Jeremiah, then I kind of do want to see Jim Harper. It would be really cool to see Guardian. Because, you know, I know we have Supergirl. I know we now have Martian Manhunter. And we see small glimpses of Superman. And the Flash has made an appearance. But it would be really cool to have more heroes join Supergirl. I mean, look at Arrow. Arrow had Sarah Lance as Canary. And then had Laurel Lance as Black Canary. Diggle became Spartan. Roy became Arsenal. Thea became Speedy. Felicity even has her own codename as freaking Overwatch. And even though Detective Lance didn't have a name, he technically was part of the team. So there's like 8 people. 8 to 9 people in Team Arrow. And a good chunk of them are costumed heroes. So I kind of want to see more than just Supergirl and Martian Manhunter on Team Soup. You know what I mean? Since we can't have Superman, apparently, and for some odd reason we can't have Batman either, let's add more to the Soup team besides, you know, Supergirl and Martian Manhunter. I know, of course, the sister is added into this as technically a team member, and I know that Wynn and James are technically part of the team, and also Lois' sister Lucy's technically. But I want, like, legitimate, not really costume heroes, I want legitimate heroes that were part of, like, the Justice League or the Justice Society. One of those two, you know? So, give me a Superboy, and give me Superboy, aka Connor Kent, aka Con-El, and give me Guardian. Give me Jim Harper, guys. It'd be really random, but considering you guys are having Project Cadmus, it makes sense to have Superboy and Guardian, because they were both involved somehow with Cadmus. Superboy is a clone of Superman that was created by Cadmus. Jim Harper had a clone. Well, he didn't willingly have a clone, but Project Cadmus made a clone of Guardian, Jim Harper. So, if you're doing the Project Cadmus storyline, especially with Jeremiah Danvers, give us at least 2 heroes that were involved pretty damn close to Cadmus, which was Superboy and Guardian. And that's all I gotta say about Project Cadmus. I'm gonna have more to talk about when it comes to Supergirl, because I want to talk about that Season 1 finale, especially the very end, okay guys? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.